All right, I was perusing the internets the other day and came across a series of videos where a guy was talking about point shooting and the use of red dots. And just point shoot when you're this, point shoot when you're that. I've taught this many law enforcement, I've taught this many governments, yada, 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 pedigree, whatever. And I think it's bullshit. I think that arguing about point shooting and that just because you can doesn't mean you should. And so we're going to test this theory. So we have a gun, we have a range, and we're going to point shoot versus aimed fire, I guess technically. Guys who have a lot more pedigree than me have already beat this dead horse, but I figured I would jump in on the YouTube doggy pile and bullshit my way through this. Here are my credentials. Now that you've seen my credentials, let's continue. Okay, so this is how we're going to run it. I have two unmolested PCSL targets. One on the left will be point shooting only. One on the right will be aimed fire. I'm looking through the optics, seeing my dot, different levels of confirmation. I have a permanent marker right here, and at each distance we shoot at, I will mark the bullet holes, what distance those bullet holes are at, and we can compare and contrast on the timer where we are comparing accuracy and time into hit factor type scoring. And we can see what distance with my skill level, which is not much, where that blends out and where point shooting is bullshit or kind of stops, I guess. So let's give her a go. I am going to be drawing from level 1, so just the ALS in this holster. I will remove the hood just to make it fair and try and keep the results consistent-ish. Each time I shoot, point shooting if we want to call it, I will have the entire optic taped. So the front of the optic is taped, the back of the optic is taped. I cannot see through the optic. I'm merely pointing the gun at the target and pulling the trigger. All right, 3 rounds, 1.41, all A zone hits. .59, 159, all A zone hits. This is point shooting from 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. Point shooting, optic completely closed, just pointing the gun. Here are 3 rounds. Every round I saw the dot flash in the A zone. Optic is completely taped over. I am just pointing the gun at the target. Point shooting. 3 rounds, 15 feet, 5 yards, point shooting. Stand by. .37, 137. Stand by, 3 rounds, 15 feet. .186, 186, all alphas. Compare our hits. So, unsighted point shooting, 5, 5, 5. Roll the recoil. Confirmation levels, actually holding it, 5, 5, 5. Still all alphas. 7 yards, 21 feet. Optic has been taped up. All we are doing is pointing and shooting. .190, 190. Sighted fire, 7 yards. Stand by. 198. 198. All right, so for 7, we've got 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. You're at 25 yards. Again, handgun completely taped up. I'm not going to walk back and forth. I'm just going to shoot the point shooting, take the tape off, shoot the sighted. .5 on the nose. .25. Let's go check heads. All right, I marked these already. So the point shooting, 25, 25, 25. Not terrible. My first 2 Charlies with sighted fire, whatever. 25, 25, 25. Make your own opinions. All right, so we did kind of the walk back thing with 3 rounds. That's only 3 rounds. Now we're gonna go do some kind of industry standard type drills. First one, 7 yards, 6 rounds, a normal bill drill. This is super practical. Vast majority of law enforcement shootings are in that 6 rounds, averaging 6 rounds. So bill drill under time is a good standard for that. Again, 7 yards, 6 rounds. Left target will be point shooting, right target will be aimed through the optic. Six rounds in 2 seconds. 6 rounds, 2 seconds. All right, now let's take the cover off. Six rounds, 2.07. 6 rounds, 2.07. Let's go check heads. All right, I have marked the holes with the letter B indicating the bill drill. So, point shooting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All good centered up, A-zone hits. Aimed fire, I'm just letting the dot bounce straight through the A-zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh shit, 5, 6. All A-zone hits. Again, optic is taped. 502. 4.63. Let's check hits. Alrighty. Point shooting. I've labeled these with the letter R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a low Charlie. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You be the judge. Is there an advantage to point shooting? All right, here's a scenario that someone might find themselves in. Be it you're an average Earth person civilian and your kid has been taken hostage by some crazy H-1B visa worker, or you're in law enforcement responding to a domestic assault, or you're a space marine, you know, spreading freedom throughout the galaxy. You have a hostage. Both of these targets are mirrored as best they can. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. Only God is perfect. All right, Christ is Lord. But sighted fire or point shooting on the left, sighted fire on the right. .161. 161. .179. 179. Let's check our hits. They got a haircut. I barely hit the guy. I missed. I'd say that's pretty sufficient. Does point shooting provide you advantage? You be the judge. All right, we are going to be literally at bad breath spitting distance. About 6 feet. And we'll see if point shooting is better. Those are all T-box hits. 137. 137. 1, 3, 5. All T-box hits. Saw the dot each time. So let's have a little chit-chat here. Is there a place for point shooting? Yes. It is literally contact distance when you are touching someone. I am not going to say that point shooting is useless. It should never be done, because there's always a test case scenario where you could technically point shoot. Guys like Jerry Mikulak, he showed videos on point shooting. It's usable. You could do it. But if you have the option to look at this wonderful thing called sights or an optic, maybe we should use them. Out of all of these drills and all of the little exercises we did today, it is negligibly indistinguishable on time and hit factor, point shooting versus aim fire. I am a B-class shooter. I'm like 70%. All right? I'm not the world's greatest shooter, and there's a negligible difference for me. But you do what you want. This is the internet. Later, losers.